guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a Zendaya inspired makeup tutorial based on the picture that she uploaded recently on her Instagram, which was this one. It's a very bronzy eye with a nice pink full lip. So if you guys want to see how this look was created, then keep on watching. I'm going to start by priming my face using the Nivea Sensitive Aftershave Balm. Moving on to skin, in the picture she had a pretty flawless base, however it wasn't too dewy and it wasn't too matte. So I'm actually going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color 110. And I'm going to be using this foundation using my Damp Real Techniques sponge, because I find with this sponge it gives it the most natural application. Moving on to my eyebrows, now Zendaya rocks a bold brow. However, I'm going to stick with what my natural brow is, but just making it slightly darker using my Ulta Brow Tint in the color Light. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to start by using my Tarte Shimmering Bronze Amazonian Clay Cream Eyeshadow. She just looks like that. And I'm going to be using that on my Sanya Kashik little smudger brush and just applying that lightly all over my eye. To blend that out, I'm going to be using my Smashbox dual-ended brush, and I'll be using the fluffy end to soften and blend it. Now, starting with my eyeshadows in the crease, I'm going to mix a little bit of Naked and a little bit of Buck just as a transition color in my crease. Now, to deepen and bronze the crease even more, I'm going to take a bit of Smog and Dark Horse on my Real Techniques base shadow brush. To blend all of that crazy looking eyeshadow out, I'm going to be using my Sanya Kashik fluffy brush to blend all of that out. For my lid, one of the shades that I'm going to be using is my ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow in the color XO, which is just a very nice cream champagne color, and I'm going to be using that on my Urban Decay shadow brush. And on top of that, I'm going to use a bit of Virgin from my Naked palette on the same brush. Taking my fluffy brush, I'm going to take a little bit more of Virgin to kind of blend all of that together. For underneath the eye, I'm going to be taking the flatter side of my dual-ended brush, and I'm going to take a bit of Smog and a bit of Dark Horse. So in the waterline, I'm going to be using the Tarte eyeliner in Chocolate. In the picture, it appears that she has a very matte brown eyeliner in it. And dragging this the slightest bit underneath as well. Now, after I look like a hot mess, I'm going to blend out using my base shadow brush. I'm going to blend that out. And you should be left with something like that. And for the top line, she just used what looked like a liquid liner and a light flick at the end. So for this, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Super Slim Infallible in the felt tip in the color Black. Now I'm going to move on. She didn't have any false eyelashes in the video, so I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes and apply some pretty thick coats of mascara. lashes. So I'm going to be using my favorite lash Sensational in the waterproof formula and just giving myself some pretty thick coats with that. And then using the same mascara, I'm going to put some underneath my eye. Moving on to concealing and powdering. I have a couple spots that are coming through. So I'm just going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and then a bit of this underneath my eye as well. On top of where my eye was, I'm going to use a little bit of my Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer just to highlight a bit. To blend all of that out, I'm going to use the Luxe Crease Brush by Real Techniques and just buff that out. To blend that further in, I'm going to be using my same sponge that I used for my foundation. Now her skin was very matte in the picture, so I am going to powder all of my skin using my Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is the Real Techniques 100 brush. To set my eyes, I'm going to be using the Tarte Golden Days and Sultry Nights, and I'm going to be using this eyeshadow on top. It isn't highly pigmented, however, it really prevents my eyeshadows from creasing and it brightens it the slightest bit. To bronze my face up, I'm going to be using my Chocolate Cholet Bronzer by Too Faced with the same 100 brush. To chisel out my cheekbones a bit, because she did have a bit of contour, I'm going to be using my Ulta Blush Brush for this and using the same bronzer. For blush, she had a very rosy pink color, so I'm going to be using my NYX blush in Rose Garden. And I'm going to take that on my contour brush by Real Techniques and lightly give the apples of my cheek a dusting. To blend that out, I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush one more time and just buff over that. She had a light highlight on her eyes, so I'm going to use my MAC Vanilla with my MAC 217 brush and slightly highlight my eyes. For my inner corners, she had a glowing highlight. So I'm going to use my Ofra Shimmering Blush Strips, and I'm going to use that white shader right here on the same MAC 217 and pack that in my inner corner. For lips, her lips were very pink, so I am going to use my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the color Westie and outline and fill my lips in with this, slightly overlining my lips because it does look like her lips were slightly overlined. And that is a finished makeup tutorial. Now I want to give a quick disclaimer. In no way am I trying to say that I look like Zendaya or that this is the exact same makeup look that she did. This is just an inspirational look based on a picture that she uploaded. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for new videos. Also comment below if you guys want to see anything else in the near future. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.